Hi guys, welcome to another Touch of Film. This is just a Blu-ray update for a stack of films I've got in the last couple of weeks, which I've just recently got through watching or they've just come this week. Starting off with the KimchiDvd Snowpiercer. I've been after this edition for so long, at a good price. I don't usually go for like limited editions other than plain archives that often, well I do, but they're only films I really love. Yeah, but this I've been after for so long. It's Bong Joon-ho's Snowpiercer. It's got Song Kang-ho in it, Chris Evans, an array of great actors in that. I think most people have probably seen this, especially in the Blu-ray collecting world. This is a science fiction film set in the future after crazy climate change. The whole world's frozen, covered in snow and ice, and everyone lives on a train. And it's the back end is more poorer people which should like have got no food other than the food that's supplied to them, and at the front of the train you've got the more the priority richer people. Yeah, this is an awesome film. It's sort of like The Raid but on a train. Instead of going up a building, they're going from the back to the front, and there's some awesome action scenes. Chris Evans is just so good in this. He shows so much range. If you just think of him from like Captain America and not another teen movie, he's gone so far, and I like to see him do more films which are not Marvel films and show other characters that he's capable of doing. He did show it in Iceman not long ago, but yeah, he's so good in this, and he steals the show. There's one scene in there which is just brilliant with him. Yeah, and that's Snowpiercer, guys. Really good movie. Next up, talking about Marvel movies, I have got the Deadpool Steelbook. I'm not a big collector of comic book movies. I do like them. I like watching them once in a while. There's only a few of them I like. I don't really like Iron Man, but I loved the Captain America movies. I thought they were really like political and had a bit more of depth to them, as well as Guardians of the Galaxy, because I thought that was funny, and Ant-Man as well. But Deadpool, yeah, this is so funny. I don't really see it as a superhero movie, I just see it as a really good comedy. Yeah, it's absolutely hilarious. Ryan Reynolds, he's just made to play this part. I used to read the comic book when I was a kid. Yeah, it's just so funny, so rude as well. It's more of a dirty comedy. The story is he's got cancer. He's so desperate for a cure. Some government group say to him, "We can cure you," and they cure him, but with side effects of him being absolutely ugly. He's a mercenary. He's worked in the army, and he's just after revenge and to save the love of his life. Awesome movie, some great cameos from X-Men characters. Colossus is so funny in it. Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, and that's Deadpool. Next up, I've got The Mermaid. Talking about Deadpool was like the #1 film in the world at the time, like in terms of sales. This movie itself broke Deadpool's record and was only released in one country, and that was China. This is Stephen Chow's Mermaid. This is a really funny movie. It's not as good as Stephen Chow's other films like Kung Fu Hustle and Shaolin Soccer, but yeah, it's good nonetheless. It's really funny. Just you're going to get a little bit of cheese with Stephen Chow, but this is just a little bit too much. But just take it as just as a silly comedy. It's a really nice steelbook actually. It's got this nice gold. Don't know if Hope you guys can get that. It's focused in correctly, but yeah. Awesome movie about a group of mermaids who are trying to protect the sea, that area that they're in, from a businessman who's poisoning the sea, causing death to a lot of sea life, and one of the mermaids goes to assassinate him, but ends up falling in love with him. So yeah, it's a bit of a cheesy love story, but with some really great funny scenes. There's this mermaid who's like half octopus, and he's really funny in it. Yeah, so that's The Mermaid. Next up, I have got a box set. This is the David Lynch movies, not including Mulholland Drive, Elephant Man, and a couple others. But yeah, this is just awesome. I'm a big fan of David Lynch. He's one of my favourite directors. I've seen all the movies on here. I just need to see Eraserhead. I haven't seen it for such a long time. I was a little kid when I saw it, so I need to freshen my mind on it. Comes in this really nice box set with loads of images on there. You've got Eraserhead on here. June's not really his best film. I think it's probably his worst film. Blue Velvet, which is I think his masterpiece, as well as Wild at Heart, which he won the Palme d'Or for. It's got Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me, which got panned, but later on I feel like it's become a bit of a cult classic. It does sort of help you understand what happened in the Twin Peaks TV show. I mean, a couple of months ago I went through, rewatched the whole of Twin Peaks. Yeah, the Fire Walk with Me is great. It's a prequel to the series, but it's really good to watch it afterwards because it helps you make sense of some of the story. And Lost Highway, which makes no sense at all. Lost Highway, I don't know if anyone's seen it. It's it's two stories in one movie. The character changes into another character, the main character. It's about a couple. They wake up one morning and someone's put a VHS through their door, and it's of someone filming them in their sleep. It's absolutely bonkers. It's a really bizarre film. It's almost like a bit of a softcore porno, some scenes. Yeah, so that is all these discs. Don't know if you can get that in there. Open it out with a couple of little documentation. Yeah, this is out of print now. I got this off eBay for £30. It might still be available on eBay. It usually goes for like 50-60 quid if you can find it, but I was really been looking for this for quite a while. Yeah, quite a few films with Carl McLachlan in there. You've got June, Blue Velvet, and the Twin Peaks ones. Wild at Heart is pretty cool. William Dafoe's really good in that. He plays a small part, quite horrific. You've got Nicolas Cage in that as well. Yeah, awesome movie. Blue Velvet though is a masterpiece. Most of you have probably seen it. I really recommend watching it if you haven't. It's David Lynch's best film, I think, in my eyes. I think it was after Blue Velvet or before Blue Velvet. George Lucas came to David Lynch and asked him to direct Return of the Jedi, and his agent said to him, "You're crazy for refusing," but he refused. In some way, I'm glad he did, because it may have changed his the films that he would have made in the future. Maybe he would have done more like commercial films, but I do like the fact that he's always stuck to his roots and done bizarre, surreal films, which he's really good at doing. So yeah, they're my updates for this week, guys. Cool. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, comment below if you have any questions or anything. And cool, see you next week, guys. Thank you very much.